The success of the Maverick can be seen in its sales numbers, increasing its sales with each passing year, and it has dominated the compact pickup truck segment, selling triple the amount of trucks compared to its only competitor, the Hyundai Santa Cruz. If you're in the market for a Maverick, stay tuned as we explain why the 2025 Ford Maverick is worth waiting for these 5 huge reasons. Number 5. Different configurations for your Maverick. Possibly the most exciting new development with the 2025 Maverick is the different configurations that we will be able to choose from. If you don't know, all the trims of the Ford Maverick come in a crew cab configuration and a 4.5-foot long bed, which gives you a 6-foot long space if you put the tailgate down. Even though this space is more than necessary for most people out there interested in a pickup truck, people who use the Ford Maverick for legitimate work purposes would really be interested in the extra amount of space that the truck would offer. Although a true standard cab with a bench seat in the front is unlikely, Ford is considering an extended cab option, which will give another 6 inches of bed space. Although an additional 6 inches of bed space may not look like a huge deal, for tradespeople who carry 4x8 sheets of plywood on a regular basis, those 6 inches are a very important change. And still, with the extended cab option, you will still be able to seat 5 people, although not very comfortably. Ford Maverick has been a huge hit with a lot of people, including regular tradespeople who just needed an affordable pickup truck under $30,000. And this development will be another huge hit with everyone who has been using the truck for work. Number 4. Plug-in hybrid option. Right now, Ford offers 2 engine options for the Maverick. The 2-liter turbocharged EcoBoost 4-cylinder hooked up to an 8-speed automatic transmission that produces 250 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 277 pound-feet of torque at 3,000 RPM, which comes as standard for all models and trims. As an option, you can get the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated hybrid powertrain that generates 191 horsepower at 56 RPM and 155 foot-pounds of torque at 4,000 RPM. In terms of payload and towing, both these options are drastically different. The 2-liter turbocharged EcoBoost option allows you to tow up to 4,000 pounds, whereas with the 2.5-liter hybrid option, you can only tow up to 2,000 pounds. Ford managed to please both camps of people, the performance-oriented customers who would be choosing the EcoBoost engine and the frugal customers who would pick the hybrid powertrain. Now, if you're in the frugal camp, this next development will excite you. Although it was speculated that Ford may have been working on an electric Maverick option, Ford has slowed down on releasing more electric models to keep up with the production of its already released electric models. However, Ford Maverick is already based on the Ford Escape platform, and the Escape already offers both a mild hybrid powertrain, the same one as Maverick, and a plug-in hybrid, which will be offered in the Maverick in 2025. Although the exact figures have not been released yet, the plug-in hybrid 2.5 inline-4 powertrain offered in the Escape is able to offer 37 miles of pure electric range on a full charge. So we can expect a similar range for the plug-in hybrid model for the Maverick as well. We should also mention that the plug-in hybrid model not only offers better fuel economy, but also better performance. 210 horsepower, up from 191 horsepower produced by the mild hybrid version. So if you're a fan of Ford Maverick's exceptional fuel economy for a pickup truck, you're in luck, as things are only going to get better for the 2025 model year. Number 3. Redesigned interior space and infotainment. Since its release, Ford Maverick's interior space has not seen a radical change. All Ford Mavericks, no matter from the lowest XL trim to the highest Lariat, came with the same 8-inch touchscreen, which has been criticized for being a tad bit small by Ford customers. In fact, the only difference between the trims regarding the infotainment was that the Lariat had Sync 3 capabilities. Well, it appears that Ford has listened to their customers and heeded their call for a bigger infotainment screen, because that's exactly what the 2025 model Maverick will be getting. Instead of the 8-inch touchscreen with a big storage cubby that was standard for all Mavericks, the 2025 Maverick was spotted with a 13.2-inch infotainment screen, the same one that comes standard for the Escape and the new Ford Mustang. If you were a fan of that storage cubby, sorry to disappoint you, but with the new 13.2-inch screen, that cubby is no more. We should also point out that this screen comes with Sync 4. As of this point, we can't tell for sure if this 13.2-inch infotainment screen will be standard for the Maverick, or if it will come as an option. Either way, If you're one of the people who found the old infotainment system that came with the older Mavericks inadequate for your use, you would be happy to hear that you will have the option to change it. Another interior-related update will be the 12.3-inch fully digital instrument cluster that comes with the current Ford Escape. We don't know if this will be another option, or it will come as standard for the 2025 Maverick. However, it's a definite upgrade from the 4.2-inch, or the optional 6.5-inch instrument cluster screen that we get in the older model of Maverick, which was quite smaller. In terms of other updates on the interior, the steering wheel and all the other controls should stay the same, which is good news, at least for us who prefer physical buttons for music and climate control, something the Ford Maverick did quite well. These physical controls will stay as is. These controls will be changed to touchscreen or capacitive controls, which is a pet hate of ours. Number 2. A new off-road trim? If you weren't aware, the Ford Maverick came with 2 off-road oriented packages, one of them being the FX4 off-road package, which brought all-wheel drive, front tow hooks, hill descent control, a different suspension tuning, skid plates, not incredibly aggressive all-terrain tires, and other minor upgrades. The other off-road package is the Tremor package, which made the Maverick a lot more capable off-road, as it brought all the upgrades in the FX4 package and more, such as different front and rear springs, diff locks for the rear wheels, 4WD lock, a transmission cooler to prevent overheating in technical off-road conditions, a different front bumper that offered a better approach angle, and other minor cosmetic upgrades. The 2025 model year Ford Maverick has been spotted around Ford's Dearborn, Michigan plant with camouflage tarps, but most importantly, with a different set of off-road tires. Normally, the Tremor package came with 17-inch Falken Wild Peaks AT 3W tires, which were a pretty capable option, but not incredibly aggressive for the trails. The 2025 model, on the other hand, was spotted with Goodyear Territory RT tires, which are more aggressive and more off-road oriented tires. This has led many fans to question whether we will be getting a new off-road trim or other improvements for the Tremor package. In any case, it appears that we will be getting an upgrade in the off-road department for the all-new 2025 Ford Maverick, which is great news for all the outdoorsy Maverick owners out there. Number 1. Improved production capabilities for 2025. Although this last point isn't actually a change regarding the 2025 model Ford Maverick, it is nonetheless a very important improvement for the truck, in our opinion. One of the biggest criticisms Ford received about the Maverick was the atrocious waiting times customers experienced after ordering the truck. Although people who ordered the EcoBoost model have reported that they've waited between 6 months to a year to receive the truck, other customers who have ordered the hybrid version of the Maverick have reported waiting for almost a year and a half to get the truck, which is completely unacceptable for a $30,000 pickup truck. Ford has acknowledged these problems regarding production and has vowed to take a proactive approach with the 2025 Maverick. The thing is, Ford simply did not anticipate the little Maverick to be this popular in the North American market and was not able to honor all the thousands of orders they received on time. The production of the Ford Maverick will still be at the Hermosillo Stamping and Assembly Plant in Mexico, which received some criticism as well, apart from the long waiting times. Some Ford Maverick owners were furious after receiving trucks that had panel alignment issues and various squeaks and creaks after waiting for months to receive their trucks. Thankfully, Ford is aware of all these problems and has vowed to resolve them for the 2025 Ford Maverick, which is great news for all of us.